Let's do it. Hold on. I'm too excited for this one. Yes, we are live. We are now live on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And I know I look a little different, right? It's been a long time since I've been showing so much skin, but I'm excited because we get to have a little sweat today. Now, if you are not ready for a workout, that's okay. If you're watching this on a replay, this is going to be a work and play replay that has a little bit of conversation, a little bit of sweat. And if you know me, I love a sweat. Today's guest, we're going to have a conversation with Miss Ciara Dawson. Now, Miss Ciara Dawson was so cool. The conversation was lit, and we had a really good vibe. I showed some behind the scenes as well. So today we're gonna bring Ciara on because not only did she leave her corporate job, or not leave, but start her business while being in corporate America, she also is literally managing her business while she's doing them at the same time. So we're gonna be able to learn that journey and I get to hear a little bit about her from a fitness perspective. So let me see something. Go live. Okay, looks like Facebook doesn't want to act right, but that's okay. But here we go. What's going on, Ciara?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm amazing. Super excited to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
No, really.
I have been looking forward to this, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I've been showing clips of our a podcast, and I also am just thrilled because we get a chance to do a little workout. Now, have you ever done an Instagram live before? Instagram live workout?
I have not. This is my first one.
Okay, so before we get into my journey and why I'm super excited to have you, first of all, I would love for you to introduce yourself to the folks who are on YouTube and Facebook who haven't heard from you yet, and then we'll get into the rest of the meat.
Sure. So my name is Ciara Dawson. I run a fitness business called Body by Dawson. Currently, I'm doing online training only and also putting together some fitness guides. So those will be able to stand alone. And that way people can have them, follow them on their own, throughout the year or just when they feel like kind of recharging their workout plan. So yeah, excited to be here. Talked with Arylle a while ago just about my business and how I'm currently in the corporate space and I'm looking to transition to just full entrepreneurship with my fitness business later on down the line.
Right, that's the biggest part, and it was been a while since we had our conversation. Mm-hmm. So before we get into actually I keep saying before, let's get into it. Okay. What's been going on since we last talked?
So, oh God, it's been so crazy. So as you know, obviously I work corporate 9 to 5, and now we're back in the office. So obviously that adds in commuting, just getting ready in the morning to commute, to go in the office for 8 hours or more, and then commuting back home, trying to cook dinner. So a lot of time wasted, with that whole going into the office situation.
Right.
And I was trying to train in person. So I did it for a few months. I trained before work, after work, most days during the week, and on the weekends. I trained on Saturday mornings, and so Saturday evenings and Sundays, the entire day I was free. But after a while, as you can imagine, burnt out. So much so, I didn't even have time to train myself. I didn't have time to make my dinner, eat as I wanted to. And so I had to make some adjustments. And in that way, what I did was just switch to online training only. So with that, what I do is put together workouts for my clients and send them out to them on a weekly basis. And then they have their workouts for the week. And if they want to, if they need the additional push or just, want me to check their form, they're able to log on to a live with me, and we can go live and they can do their workout. I can correct their form or just motivate them if they need it. And then that way, they have the ability to do it on their own or have me to coach them kind of in person, but virtually.
Yes. I love the setup. Now with everything being so virtual, fitness, I feel like it's one of those things that tanked. Well, it went up during the beginning of Corona, all the little push-up challenges and stuff. Right. But then that accountability falls off when you go back into the office. And now that we have this virtual option, I think that this is a really big gap to fill, right? But what is it like to wear two different hats? Because now that I'm in this space where, people are going back to the office, right? So I'm no longer coaching folks who are, everything is virtual and it feels like, oh, it's cool. Now it's like, ooh, this is taking away time from my business and I got to go into the office. How do you manage taking one hat off, putting another one on? And it's two different industries.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, it's been really hard and I'm still trying to figure it out because we went back into the office last summer And then we went home because, cases were rising. Went back into the office, Omicron happened. Went back home. So it's kind of been like ups and downs. And during the time where I've been back home, it has been easier to get back in that virtual mindset, even create content, because I feel like when I have more flexibility, whether I'm going to the gym or working out at home, I can, kind of move at my own pace, create the content because I'm not pressed to come home, shower at the gym and head to work. So I'm still trying to figure out like how to find that balance. Since I'm fully back in the office now about 2 to 3 times a week. Mm-hmm. But honestly, in full transparency, I have even considered like taking a step back into maybe more of the content creator space, or just like a fitness influencer online instead of doing the online training, because that also takes time. And, I've taken on more responsibilities at work. So this entrepreneurship stuff is a challenge, a series of ups and downs.
I feel for you. We talked just a little bit about my journey, and the reason why I'm happy and excited, but I'm also curious about your experiences, because I tried the fitness route the first time as well. My first business wasn't fitness, but you're speaking to a feeling that I definitely resonate with, which is like, yo, should I just take a step back? And then if I just post some content of you guys doing the right form and things like that, you still get what you need, and I get my life back. Mm-hmm. I even thought to myself as I'm listening to you, your self-care is in your fitness, right? Like you being able to invest in your own body is invested, like it's kind of wrapped up in the fitness brand as it is. So do you, as you're thinking about taking a step back, was self-care a part of that, or do you find yourself giving self-care and getting self-care in other places?
Self-care has always been the driver for me. That was one reason I took a step back, or just basically stopped the in-person training and went to virtual only, because I wasn't able to train myself anymore, because I was training in the mornings, and that's the time I typically wake up and try to train around 5:30 for myself. And I was training clients at 6. So sometimes it was really hard to try to get at least 7 hours of sleep, because anything less than that, I'm not functioning right. And then also training in the morning about 6 a.m., going to work at 8:39, getting off at 5 to go train at 6 p.m., and then coming home to try to make dinner and still go to bed by a reasonable time. And I wasn't able to work myself out. So that was the piece I had to give up in order to get the sleep, which, is also self-care, because your body has to rejuvenate itself overnight. Mm-hmm. And so after stopping the in-person training and doing online, I still was able to finally find that balance again, but it still hasn't been exactly what I'm looking for, because I don't have enough time to kind of plan things out for myself. With the prepping, with the making dinner, with the getting enough hours of sleep, waking up in the morning, going to my 9 to 5. So that's, like I said, I'm still reconsidering things or trying to figure out how to fit it all in, but it's a journey.
It is a journey, and we trial and error and we tweak, right? Now on the podcast, those of you guys who watch the podcast, you are extremely detail oriented. Yes. So it's kind of like, if it's not working right now, one, either you're going to figure out a way, or you're going to detail it out, be structured, because a lot of things that entrepreneurs have an issue with is finding structure. It's finding a time and a schedule, and you really do stick to a schedule. Yeah. So my thought is, and someone said I'm more idealistic in the way that I think. And I think that for me, I like being idealistic, because then it allows us to get to a space where we haven't been yet. Mm-hmm. So for you in this journey, planning towards the life that you want to live, what does that ideal balance look like? We're not talking about reality yet. Yeah. So what does the ideal balance look like between, and let me give you this caveat, because we haven't talked much about your job. Right. I imagine you like to do the work that you're doing. Mm-hmm. It's just that maybe you don't want the job. So what does the ideal balance of brain work, fitness work, client work, what does that look like?
So actually at work, I recently got promoted. So
hey, so now we know what's going on.
It's been obviously, just working hard in my previous role, and then I've gotten promoted recently and became a people manager. So that's another added.
So now you're developing people on the job, and you're developing people's body, and okay, I see.
So I've never been a people manager in the corporate space. So this is something entirely new to me. And I'm pretty sure even just a regular job change, it's going to take some adjustment. And I also want to make sure that I'm not slacking in that area, because obviously that's funding my lifestyle right now. And I want to make sure I do well, but I also don't want to slack on the clients I have too in my business. So just trying to figure out that balance of, okay, I want to perform well over here. I still, I'm a high achiever. I feel like anything I start, I want to do my best in. So this promotion has been great. It's been something that I did want and something that I've enjoyed, that, once it came about, because I did see myself climbing the corporate ladder after a while. But now that I started training, I was like, you know what? I like this too. Like, I really did not want to train years ago. And then now that I started doing it, I'm like, I really do like motivating people. Sometimes, and I think because my self-care has lacked, it has become not as fun because I don't have it all right now. And so sometimes I have been like, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. But I do know ultimately, if in the ideal state,
yes,
I would be able to like wake up in the morning, train my clients in person, come home, write out like the guides, workout plans, whatever I'm working on, as I'm hoping going to shake up the industry, like, putting some special guide out. And then come back and just like have the rest of my day to do stuff, like just whether that's working on my business, whether that's being social, whether that's just relaxing at home, or, taking care of myself in other ways, like maybe getting massages or stuff, recovering and anything like that. And then, go to sleep, wake up, do it all over again. And so having that ability to kind of just be a bit more flexible in how I train and work my business.
I love it. I love it. So, I had to do it. It's the career coach in me. I'm like, okay, but what are we working towards? And so that we never forget, right? Because just like if we're like coaching somebody in fitness, trying to make sure they get that 10th, 11th rep, I'm always like, okay, so what's the next goal? Because we never get we can get comfortable, right? Especially after promotion.
Yeah.
But managing people is never like a dull moment. So
even with training people.
Girl, you remember? Did you see that post? So if you guys didn't see that behind the scenes post that I did, where she was talking about how she has to, you were training your friend. He was like, "Listen, I need you to treat me like
right, treat me exactly like demean me. No, baby, we're not doing it."
Right, you have to give so much of yourself into someone in order for them to make their transformation. But sometimes they ask a lot of you, and I think that would require you to pour even more of yourself than you desire.
Yeah. But so, I will say I have found like joy or assistance in like automating some things too. So like, trying to find different systems to where I can just upload my workouts in there and my clients can log on and see them, instead of like me doing a lot of back and forth and emailing and stuff like that. That way it's in one platform. They can log in and see everything from previous workouts to current ones, and it's all in one place. And that would make it a bit easier, or like for both of us, me and the clients. Even just like, personal stuff, hiring maids because the time to clean, like hiring like meal prep and stuff like that. As much as I love to cook, sometimes I just don't have time for it. So automating things have also helped in this transition phase too.
Yeah. Oh, before we get into our workout, so guys, if y'all are still here with us, we're going to do a little bit of a workout. And I got so if you guys want to just skip to the end or just pause if you're watching the replay, this is about to be a good one. But I'm curious about your automation journey, because one thing about like being corporate and switching into entrepreneurship, we already have that structure, that systems mindset, that automations mindset. And so it's kind of like, we can get on the website and start crashing out a website. We can get on the system and start putting in our like CRM like pieces. What's been your automation journey of like adapting to different systems, using booking systems to like plan your coaching sessions? Like, what's been your like systems journey as an entrepreneur?
So it's still pretty manual, because I am very like, I want to be involved in everything. Like I want to have control over everything. So at first it was just like, before I even had my website, I would send PayPal invoices. I would, put together a workout over like a Excel document or something like that. Send it via email. Send the link to the Google Drive.
Yeah.
Very, very manual. And so once I got my website launched, I was able to have my clients just go there and, purchase like the recurring or the one-time package for the month. And then that way, at least, that payment process was done. Like, the taxes were coming out as they should. It was, going to my business account as it should. I wasn't having to do much transferring. It was sending confirmation emails. I could go in and put the email updates for any news or changes that I had and send the blast out to my customers or my clients. And that way they would get it. It wasn't like, okay, I got to send this email to her and this one to him and that one to her. So that helped a lot. And now I am moving towards trying to find an automated version for just like the workout plan, because it's still like, I have the Google Drives for each client.
Yeah.
And now I want like that one platform I was talking about on that way, they can log in, see all of their workouts for the week, or even just, past workouts, and are able to like check it off, chat with me, and then have just that one platform for everything.
Have you found a system that's similar to what you're looking for?
I've seen a few of them, especially ones geared toward personal training.
Yeah.
So I've been looking into those, just haven't decided on which one yet.
Sounds good. Well, let me know what you come up with.
I got you.
I'm always interested in systems, and I think that the biggest part about being in two places at once, being in corporate and being an entrepreneur, the more you can automate, the better. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just like you're doing too much over here and over here. You can't automate people, like the people management part. So as much as you can automate, I feel like that creates a seamless transition in our lifestyles. So speaking of transitions, we can transition onto this map. But before we do, let's hop on Instagram so that folks can see us both on Instagram and YouTube. Okay. That way your people can be like, oh, let me get a quick little 10-minute workout. And we can do both. So you can come onto Instagram.
All right. Let me slide over.
Yes, and we're going to go ahead and get set up. Okay. So those of you guys, if you're still here on YouTube and you're watching the replay, you can always pause this, right? And then come back. We got about 15 minutes. So Ciara might give us about a 10-minute workout. And so she's in here. What's up, Kimar? Let's see. I'm going to bring her on YouTube. I'm going to bring her on Instagram. We're going to get a good workout. Watch this. Listen, I was sitting on the ball. I'm in my fitness zone.
Let me switch this over here.
All right, let's see. We are good to go on YouTube. And let's see. Ooh, this is good. Can you see yourself on Instagram? So if you're watching, matter of fact, before we get our workout started, yes, Brittany, thank you so much for being here. We just had a pretty good conversation on YouTube and Instagram, and now Ciara is going to give us a pretty dope workout. But so before we do, Ciara, if you could give us a little bit of a glimpse of what we're gonna do. And we're on Instagram and we're on YouTube. So if you can stand let me see.
Do I need to turn the camera?
Yeah, let me see. Okay. Yes, this is good. So we can see you on both.
We got the front. Got it. Okay, perfect. Look, I started the workout before, so I'm already sweating.
I love it.
To make sure that it was gonna be a good one, and obviously from the sweat, it's good. So,
well, what are we getting ready to do right now? First of all, before we get into it, what is your style of fitness? Because I'm you see my bar over here. I keep on bar, but what's your style of fitness?
So personally, I love weights. Like I'm a weights girl all day. Love strength training, resistance training. However, I know like cardio is also important. You have to have a good cardio for heart health. So I like to do a combination of some days we do strength training, some days are like the high intensity interval training, some days are more cardio based. It just depends on one, what your goals are as a client, and then two, kind of just what you're hoping to get out of this session overall. So I like to switch it up so it doesn't get monotonous, but also just making sure I'm targeting the whole body and the whole person.
Do you have any no-nos? Like if a client is like, I want, I don't know, I can't imagine, but is there anything that you would not take on as a client? Except for that one where somebody wants you to bash them.
So, I guess, people who are just like, really, really adamant about training a specific part of their body. Because one thing, you can't spot train. Like you have to train your entire body. So that part of that means like, okay, you want to lose a little bit of stomach. I want to like have my butt sit up or whatever. That's cool, and we can work on that. But you're also going to have to work other parts of your body. So we are going to do cardio. I'm going to strengthen your upper body. Like we're going to work on your nutrition and everything too. So if someone came in and they only wanted, like, I just want a bigger booty. If you're so adamant about that you don't want to work out anything else, then we can't work together.
Okay. So it's the education piece. All right, guys. So if you're just joining, we're having a conversation with Miss Ciara Dawson, CEO and founder of Body by Dawson, but she's a corporatepreneur, and she's a corporatepreneur because she's been able to manage both. And let the challenges come because we still rolling hot and we still going strong. Entrepreneurship is definitely not the most easiest thing, right? But we in there. So today we're going to get a quick little workout. If you're not in your workout clothes, that's totally fine. The replay will be available both on Instagram and YouTube. But if y'all have any questions for Ciara after this, then we can host some questions and then we can get up out of here. Sounds good, Ciara?
Sounds good. I'm ready. You ready?
Okay, yep. I got my lightweights. Oh, and you know what? We didn't even talk about your booty bands because you gave me some nice booty bands.
We did not. Okay, y'all. So one thing that I have been really passionate about and I really love are my bands. So they're resistance bands. They're made of cloth. They stretch enough. I have 3 different weights, light, medium, and heavy. So that way you can kind of target whatever type of workout you're looking to do or however much resistance you want in the bands. So they come in 3 different colors. The red, also have a black and a light gray. And they're really good. Honestly, you can use them for every workout. I've used them for leg day. I use them for core and ab day. I even did like some arm stuff with them. So really good product, if I do say so myself. And we are going to use them today. So
let's go. Well, I'm ready to sweat. So you can put a hurting on me.
Okay. So first, we're going to do dumbbell jacks.
Okay.
So you're going to get your dumbbells.
I was going to get these 12s.
Uh-huh.
But I think I'm going to stick to the little 1 pound. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Now,
I'm ready.
Now, I feel like you're playing a little bit, but I'm going to let you slide.
Okay, listen, she already got me, y'all. Okay, so I do got these 12s. I'm going to do them as long as I can.
Okay.
All
right. So we're doing dumbbell jacks. So you're just here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do like a jumping jack.
Okay.
So we have 10 of those.
10? Okay, ready.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, count you down. 1,
okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right.
Great job. Here we go.
How are the 12s? Were the 12s okay?
The 12 is okay. The 12 is okay. I got that. That was good.
All right. Now you're going to put on your Body by Dawson band.
Okay, I'm going to put on medium is my red.
Yes.
And black is my heavy, so I'm going to put my red on.
Okay. And so with the red, you're going to put it like right above the knee.
Okay.
And we're going to do some banded lateral steps to squat jumps. Okay. So you're going to take 2 steps to the right, jump, 2 steps to the left.
Okay.
And so we're going to do 7 in both directions.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
To the first. All right.
Here we go. To the left. 1. That's 1, right?
Hold on, wait, you got to squat jump with it now.
Oh, I forgot y'all. See, listen, I got to follow directions.
Oh, there you go.
So both sides is 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So which workout does your client like the most?
Ooh.
And which one does your client hate the most?
It's funny because I feel like my online clients aren't, this is going to sound real funny and real obvious, but aren't as vocal. Because, a lot of times I'm with them, on the virtual Zoom or team chat or whatever. And they say stuff or, groan and moan here and there. But a lot of times they're just like going with the flow. But I feel like when I was in person, those clients were way more vocal. So,
girl, I'm already feeling my legs. I'm like, did I get to see? Woo!
I think it's your last one.
Okay, here we go.
And so, like, my online clients really love, my in-person clients really love the weight days, because I do feel like weights are kind of intimidating as women sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to be bulky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not realizing that it does help tone up a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like the days, some of my online clients specifically, like I get the most complaints about are just like the running days, because I do feel like running, of course, is good for you. It helps a lot, but I don't like it. Most people don't like it unless you're like traditionally a runner.
Yeah.
I do feel like I just close
a lot of us don't have magazines no more.
But yeah, I do feel like the actual weight days where you're using like dumbbells or barbells or anything like that are like more popular.
Yeah. So if you guys are wondering why we sitting here huffing and puffing working out on this work and play replay, it's because Ciara Dawson is a fitness instructor and she's a corporatepreneur. And she gave me these really cool booty bands, these Dawson bands. Do you call them Body by Dawson bands?
Body by Dawson bands or BBD bands.
And so that's why we huffing and puffing. So if you're trying to figure out what's going on here, we got a couple more workouts to do. Ciara's going to give me a nice little stretch and we get a chance to see what she does to manage her day in the morning, then go to corporate, then manage some more clients. Okay, we're getting a real life example.
All right, now take off your band and pick the dumbbells back up.
Okay.
All right, so with these, we have some alternating reverse lunges, but you're going to do a hammer curl with them. So as soon as you step back with one lunge, you curl up, come back in place, and step back with the other leg.
Okay.
And so we have 10 of these each leg, so a total of 20 altogether.
Okay.
All right.
10 on each leg for a total of 20. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, starting now.
All right.
1. 1. 2. Good job. 2.
Listen, y'all hear this?
3.
Nice and fine.
4.
Now, if y'all were wondering how can y'all get worked out, Ciara, how do they actually reach out to you? Do you take men and women clients?
So that's the thing. I only train women. Only train women. So I feel like, I'm a woman, obviously.
Yeah.
I know, women's bodies. I know my body. I know how intimidating it can be to try to go to the gym as a woman.
Yeah.
Working all that equipment, trying to know what to do, what not to do. And so I really want to give women that motivation to like feel free and empowered to go on their own.
Yeah.
But if you want to reach out, go to my website, which is bodybydawson.com. Shoot me a note or hit the contact link. I also have my bands are on there if you want to purchase the bands. But you can always just shoot me a link and we can talk, or if you just have questions, or if you want to sign up for the online training.
Woo! Coach, I think I'm done. I had a question. So it makes sense why you want to work with women, right? But I feel like choosing your avatar is the hardest part about entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Because you want to serve everybody, right? You like, oh no, but my workouts work for everybody.
Yeah.
Did you experience that?
Say that again.
Did you experience that part of entrepreneurship, like zeroing down on women, or was it really easy to be like, nah, I'm gonna work with women?
Yeah, so for a little bit, like I had friends, like guy friends, who would just be like, oh, send me some workouts, or let's work out together, let's train together. And I've half trained with them, but I haven't trained them. So like typically like we'll work out together or do something. You know what's funny? A lot of my guy friends can't hang.
I can believe it. Because you're used to these big explosive moves.
Yes.
Right? And then when you do something that like forces you to like strengthen something, it makes sense. But what's your experience?
Don't let it be leg day. I think, like, you know, a lot of men don't go as hard on leg day as they want to, and women we do because, you know, we want the nice toned legs, the butt, and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So anytime I like worked out with my male friends and we do legs or anything, I get all the complaints. I get all the like going just half out, not even giving it their all, whatnot. And so part of that is one of the reasons why I'm just like, I don't know, because I don't want to hear the complaints. I feel like you're going to hear them anyway.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like the ego also gets in the way too. Sometimes with some people, with some men. So after that, I was just like, okay, you know, maybe not. And I thought about it. And I think about like sometimes how gyms aren't a safe space for some women. Mm-hmm. I've talked to like different people I've trained, just like when I would go to the gym, different people sitting at the front desk that I would make conversations with.
Yeah.
And they would just talk about how they weren't comfortable sometimes working out on their own, or they would see these machines but didn't know how they worked.
Right.
And they would just stay away from it even if they were beneficial. So I was like, you know what? I want to do something about that. So I was like, let me just go for my women. And since I've been doing that, I've enjoyed it. I love training women.
Listen, I'm not mad at it. The fact that you have a mission means that you can stay a lot longer. See, when I was in fitness, I was doing it. I realized I was doing it for my own habit, because when I'm working out other people, it makes me want to go harder. But when I'm not working other people, girl, I'll do 7.5 instead of 10. You get what I'm saying? So for you to have a mission to want to create a safe space for women, in a space where, like, you know, a lot of times there are women up there just to you know, be a thirst trap. I'm gonna be honest, like, right? You go to LA Fitness and everybody on the workout, you know, I'm like, are we working out or are we doing something else?
Right. Yeah.
So I got one more question for you, but if you got another workout, I'll ask you while we work, because I know you said you gotta talk while you work with you.
So I have actually 2 more workouts.
Okay, I'm ready.
So the next one, we're gonna pick the band back up.
Okay.
And this one, we should be able to talk pretty well with this because we're not gonna be doing a lot of movement.
Okay.
But we're gonna be working.
Go. This is what it is. I'll ask my question next.
Okay, so this is gonna be just a banded pulse squat.
Okay.
So you're gonna get about shoulder width apart, toes slightly outward.
Okay.
And you're just gonna pulse.
Okay. How many?
30 seconds, actually.
Woo! Okay, I'll wait for you to tell me to start.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. We're gonna start. Oh.
Yeah!
Starting now.
Okay. So my question is, you're in the fitness industry and you're in Atlanta, right? Mm-hmm. And you're gorgeous and your body's gorgeous.
Thank you.
What is it? Right. Yeah, absolutely. So what has it been like as a female entrepreneur in the fitness space to like be able to navigate like those personal and professional boundaries?
Oh, it can be kind of tough. Because everybody's a trainer. There are so many trainers here. Okay, we can stop.
Woo!
All right. I feel like it's very saturated and it is pretty hard to kind of determine what sets yourself apart. Mm-hmm. So I have like been in spaces at gyms and stuff, because the good thing is like through work I have this membership where I can go to different gyms on like one flat fee a month. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I'm at like the YMCA, it's LA Fitness, it's Planet Fitness, I go to all the gyms. But it never fails, like all of them that I'm at, some man comes up to me and is just like, oh, like you work out? And I'm like, yeah, you know, obviously I'm in here. And then it's like, they'll give me a look, are you a trainer? Yeah, I train. And they're like, okay, because you know, you have a really nice body. I see your form looks good and all this kind of stuff. And you know, I appreciate that, cool. Yeah. And I'm still trying to do my workout, because I don't really like to talk when I'm in the gym by myself. Mm-hmm. And so they're always like, oh, you know, I think we should get together and train sometime or make some videos together. And I'm just like, I don't know, because I feel like you can like discern who's genuine, who's not. And it's all about like the way you approach. Because if you're coming up to me like giving me looks where I'm telling like you're obviously checking out my body or something while I'm working out, or you're kind of like creeping around while I'm working out, but not really saying anything, but like watching. Yeah. I always feel like your intentions aren't the best. Yeah. So in this space, like a lot of times when it comes to male trainers here in Atlanta, especially, I don't really deal with them as much. I will say when I did sign up to train at a gym, the people I was training with there, really cool, professional, never had any trouble with them. So I really appreciate all the trainers at that gym that I came in contact with. But like they over there are like doing a really great job. So
okay, shout out to the ones who got some sense.
Right. So there are some ones out there who are professional, but I feel like a lot of them are like, you just gotta be aware.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready for my last workout, Miss Dawson.
All right, last one, we're gonna hit the mat.
Okay.
And this one is gonna target your core. These are gonna be some sit-ups, but we're gonna
Are we taking out the bands?
Yeah, we're taking out the bands. I'm actually gonna turn my camera down just a bit. Okay. And so we are going to do, there we go. We're gonna put our elbow to our knee. So here.
Okay, all the way back. Now listen, guys, if you've never seen me work out, just know if I look like I'm struggling, it's because I am.
All right, and we have 10 of these for each side as well.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, starting now.
Okay, so my last question. You're currently in corporate America, and I know corporate, they have a lot of fitness plans. Some of them have gyms on campus. As you think about your exit strategy, have you thought about leveraging like the corporate space to continue doing fitness instead of like driving around Atlanta?
I have. So we have a big focus on well-being at work. And so I did, I'm gonna have to stop because I gotta talk.
Okay, Coach, I got it.
Joining the well-being team on the physical well-being space. And you know, it was something. It was definitely, you know, an experience. But I feel like, you know, a lot of times with corporate spaces, you have to adhere to a certain workout style or a certain like structure. That was one reason, honestly, after I got certified, that I didn't go to an LA Fitness or Planet Fitness or anything like that. Because a lot of times you have to train according to their standards. And not saying there's anything wrong with it, but you can't be as innovative or as creative as you want to be. You also, they have to take a cut off the top. So you're not making all the money that you could be. And I feel like in the corporate space, it's very similar based off like the research I've done in my current job.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if that's the route I want to go, because I feel like if I did, it would have to be maybe coming in and hosting a class here or there.
Okay.
Or, you know, just providing like some type of guidance or something here or there. But I don't think I could be like fully employed by them.
Yeah, I think that would actually take away from the entrepreneurship part. But you mentioned something that's really, really big, and I never thought about it like translating into this space. Do y'all see this? This is what we call a sweat check. Y'all see
And I
got a little sweat dripping down my back. Listen, this is what we call a sweat check. But you mentioned the innovation, and I think that you know, you just hit the nail on something that in some places you can find in corporate America. Like you find the right boss, you find the right director, you find the right vice president who's like super duper innovative and like, I want you guys to think about cool stuff. But oftentimes in these spaces, our creativity is stifled.
Yeah.
And for you to mention it in the fitness space, it's not just in like business, it's also in fitness and even in creative spaces like brand marketing and stuff like that, where there's a set way, right? SOPs are on galore, and it does kind of limit that ability for you to think about different ways to work out the body. So I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah. And I feel like going back to the marketing aspect, I do feel like some gyms are better than others, like allowing you to have or go get your outside clients on your own, and then, you know, kind of bring them into the gym and have them train there. But of course, the only thing about that is your client will have to pay a gym membership and then the training on top of that, as opposed to like when I've trained at a gym, like an independent gym, they just have to pay me, and my payment goes towards my fee at the gym. So like my rent of the space. So, you know, also considering the client when thinking of some of these corporate spaces or even just corporate gyms.
That makes a lot of sense. Y'all, as we think about the exit strategy, there's these nuances that we have to think about that lets us know when is it the right time to leave. Because it sounds like it depends on your connection to the different gyms, your network within these spaces. Because if you wanted to do corporate, you would have to have the network to like blow it out and a little bit of the freedom, like the right space to be able to do it. But then there's also the challenges that you have in entrepreneurship where it comes to like balancing your time and doing the things that you love. So, Ciara, I really like, honestly and truly, y'all, I got to mix the best of both worlds: entrepreneurship, podcasting, and fitness all in one. Because Ciara got a chance to bring it to us. So, if this is something that you like, first of all, I need you to comment and let me know. Hey, first of all, I like the workouts. First of all, okay, because then I'll be able to keep doing fun stuff like this, and maybe Ciara could do some more online workouts. Just get to it, get to the sweat, right?
Yeah.
Ciara, before we get up out of here, please let us know for the final time how we can connect with you, what type of things that you're offering, and any other thing that we did not mention. The floor is yours, my babe.
Thank you. So first of all, thank you so much for having me on. I enjoyed the conversation, getting to know you, and also talking with you, being that you have been in the fitness space too, and just like getting your perspective on that. So once again, thank you for having me on and for just sharing your journey with me as well. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
But if you're looking to get in touch with me, you can find me on Instagram at Body by Dawson. I post content on there. I will say I haven't been posting as much because I've been overwhelmed with my clients, but now that I am back taking online clients and I have the space for new ones, I will be back posting regularly. Also on TikTok for the TikTok girlies, I'm there as well.
Hey.
Body by Dawson. And you can also go to my website, which is www.bodybydawson.com. Like I said earlier on the live, you can hit the contact link, drop me a link, ask questions, ask about training, or just if you want to just drop a line and get to know me, encourage me, or anything like that. If you want to buy some of the resistance bands, you can also get those on bodybydawson.com. They are on there in a pack of 3, so you can get your light, medium, and heavy all together. And y'all, I'm telling you, they are something to have. Like, the quality is good, and they will work you out.
Let me show y'all what I've been working out. So let me tell y'all before we go.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find one of my booty bands. Oh, look, I can't find. Oh, but I wish I could show y'all what I've been working with. I'm gonna show you an example. Here is one of the booty bands that I'm used to working with. This like super duper rubbery material, right? Just goes around you and it rolls up your legs, all of those things. For all my thick girls out there, right? For all my thick girls, hey, and make it fun, NYC. She's in fitness. So for all my thick girls, this right here, it does not roll up your thighs. And I have never had a booty band like this one. So I encourage y'all to go ahead and grab one.
Yes. If you're in Atlanta, I also do like local pickup. Or if you're not in Atlanta, you can buy them and I will ship directly to you. So
for those y'all who are still here on Instagram, thank y'all for joining. Press the replay because I think I'm going to put this one on Instagram so you guys can check out the workout. And those of you guys who are watching on Facebook and YouTube, thank y'all for being here. Instagram fam, we out first. See y'all later. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Peace out. And those of you guys who are on Facebook and YouTube, thank y'all for joining us. Hopefully you got a good sweat. And if you saw this, then pause it, replay, get yourself a workout because we had a good one. All right, y'all. Peace.